Hey everyone! Hello, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. I'm here for Cricut Date Night. We're doing a Cricut Christmas in July program. I know I'm a few minutes early, but I wanted to give people some time to come on and say hello and just sort of exchange greetings. We've developed this nice group of people that talk to one another. Hi, Christy. Hi, how are you tonight? Oh, hi, Janice, my friend. Hey, Terry. Nice to see you tonight. So yeah, tonight, hi, Emmy. How are you? Heidi, hello. How are you? Oh, hi, Midge. Lots of people coming on saying hello, and Lynn saying hello to everyone, and Maria, nice to see you. Susan, hello. Nice to see you too. Aledra, I saw your post, Aledra. That's great. Hi, Connie. Lori Jo, of course. And Jennifer. Wow, we've got a lot of wonderful people. Alicia, hello. Hi, welcome. So I'm not sure if most of the names I see. Hi, Eileen. I see that I have greeted you before, but welcome if you're new and you're too shy to say hello. Hi, Dorothy, and Rosalind, of course. Nice to see you. Hi, Diane. So if you're new, say hello so everybody can greet you. It's a really nice group of people, and I really enjoy the company that we keep. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Diane and Sandy and Jeff, but it's probably just Sandy, right? So tonight we're going to be doing a Cricut Christmas in July, but I want to tell you ahead of time that I have so many projects that I think we're going to have to spill over into the early part of next week. I don't know that I'm going to be able to show you everything. Hey, it's Tara. Hi, Tara. Yes, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Thank you all for sharing. This is Cricut Date Night. It is Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Yay, Tara! Got her prize. Saturday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time here on Facebook on the Miss Rita to the Rescue channel. If you haven't had an opportunity to visit us during the week, we have a little chat. It's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Also on Miss Rita to the Rescue, and we do a Cricut. Hi, Babs. Nice to see you. Hi, Cheryl. So we have a Monday through Friday show, and then the Saturday night we reserve for something a little bigger. But when I took on the Christmas in July, I started amassing a bunch of projects, and I was like, oh, we have to do that one. I have to do this one. And before I knew it, I had so many projects to do. So if we run over, I will spill into Monday and Tuesday. And then next week, for our Cricut Chat, I won't be able to do Wednesday and definitely Thursday. Sorry. Wednesday, I'm going in for my surgery. Hi, April. Hi. So I'm going in for my surgery on Wednesday, and they said a week of recuperation, but I'm not going to do a week of recuperation because I think they meant like lifting and stuff. So if I'm feeling better, then I can come back on Friday or Saturday night for date night. So just kind of give you a heads up. So we're going to tackle a few really fun projects tonight. And then, yes, there are going to be prizes because we have some wonderful prizes to give out. Let's see, this month, July, we're doing an Infeasible ink pack. Thank you, Aledra. Thank you. Hi, Constant. Oh, well, I'm going to, if I don't have to reach and do all that, I think I should be able to come back at least on Saturday. I think I should be okay, but I'm going to play it by ear. So don't worry. I'm not going to rush anything. But so let's see. We're going to have prizes. We're going to do... let's see, this month we're doing Infeasible ink prize packs, and that includes some of the new blanks that we introduced a couple weeks ago, the pillow cover, the wine bags, the cosmetic cases, as long as it's in stock at the end of the month when they do the prizes, when I put them in and everything. Then we're going to send them. And then you'll also get a box of 4 transfer sheets of Infeasible ink from the new ones, from the new patterns and colors. So yeah, fun. Really good stuff there. So, and if you're new, we do prizes every month, and usually do them on Saturday nights just because it's fun and we're having fun. And so we usually do them on Saturday nights, but there's usually 2 or 3 or 4 Saturday nights in the month. So we spread them out, and let's see. I'm trying to think what else. And I usually wait until kind of the end of the program so that the people that stick around and listen have the greater chance of winning. Okay? Yay, happy date night. So let's just jump in. And I will start by telling you my name is Rita, and I have this channel on Facebook, Miss Rita to the Rescue. I also have a YouTube channel. So if you are watching this live and you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should do that, because I take all of these programs and I do them on a replay, and I put them first in YouTube, and then I also circulate them on Facebook in various groups. But the YouTube page is where all the videos reside, and there's over 300 of them. So, and a lot of them are these live videos, so you get me talking a lot, but we do a lot of great things. And this past week, we spent an intensive week talking about working with, cute Constance. We talked about all these little tips and tricks about Design Space. I've been working with Design Space since 2014. It's awesome, and it is so powerful, but a lot of people don't understand all the little nuances, so that's what I'm trying to get people up to speed on. So we've learned this past week, we learned about flipping, we learned about adding sentiments to cards and doing all kinds of things, contour, slice, things like that. And we spend a lot of time in the search engine because it's really powerful, and people don't know how to use it that much, and so I want people to understand how powerful it is and how much stuff is there. So our first project is going to be this really awesome card. It's called Merry and Bright, and if you can see, it's got this nice silver the caps with the, what do you call, these are the old-fashioned Christmas lights, and then the silver is in the writing, and then I put in a sentiment on the inside, and I want to show you how this goes together. We're gonna look for them first because I want to show you where to find this. Then if we have time, I want to show you this one, which is a Anna Griffin card that I also put a sentiment in. We'll talk a lot about the Anna Griffin sentiments because that's really fun. We also have some gift tags to show you. I love these gift tags. This one is adorable, but there are many more in this particular image set. This one here is just the the adorable reindeer flying with merry and bright. And there's so much fun. There's one for Hanukkah. There's one, let's see, that's just season's greetings that I love, love, love. And these are things that you can make quite a few of and sort of squirrel them away for Christmas. And if we have more time, I wanted to show you a couple of really interesting ornaments that are made from paper that can be folded flat. Here's another one. This is from an Anna Griffin cartridge, and here is another one. So let's get to it. Let's start talking about this this card. So this card is part of a group of cards that's from a designer named, well, it's two guys, Rob and Bob, and they're actually they've quite a few Christmas cards available, and they are free if you're a Cricut Access customer. So I want to show you how to find them. We're going to go over here to Image right there, and we're going to look at the image sets. That's kind of my favorite place. That's right here under highlighted categories, image sets. And we're going to type in just the name Rob. I suppose you could say Rob and Bob. Now, we did a really cute card last week, I think, with this one here that was really cute for the summertime. But one of the things that I wanted to show you, some of their images are you have to purchase. And, you know, for instance, like, where is it? This one, a Halloween one that you have to purchase. This is a Halloween one. So I'm not going to show you that. Plus, it's not Christmas. But I wanted to show you this group. So here's, yeah. Oh, they put some new vote. That's interesting. Oh, Infeasible ink designs. Okay. So let's see if I can find, I hope I can find the best of. This is what we're going to look for. The best of Rob and Bob. And there are so many great images or cards even in this group. And you'll see there is the one that we're doing tonight. But if you scroll, you can see there's like one of those elf on the shelf thing. There's a cat. There's a llama, a Santa Claus in the summer sun, like I guess supposed to be like Florida. And there are just so many, and not just Christmas. There's the Thanksgiving, and there's obviously this Halloween. But there's so many wonderful images here and cards here. And I put them all together. There's Valentine's Day too. But like there's a deer one and everything. And I put them all together and put it in a file. So I can, after I'm done with this, will probably actually be tomorrow, that I'll post all the files for these cards, just in case you're having trouble finding them. So this is what we would do. We'd come to the best of Rob and Bob, and we would just click on this and grab it and bring it into our canvas, preferably a blank canvas. And this is what it looks like when it comes in. Let me just group this and hide it for now. So here's what it looks like when it comes in, and it's grouped. Okay, so what you want to do if you want to add a sentiment to it is you have to ungroup it. But before you ungroup it, make sure that you size it to the right size. This particular card I sized for 5 by 7, which means that we're going to have to cut 10 inches by 7, right? Remember that? And it actually has an inside card, it has an outside card, and then it has sandwiches too for the pink, well, actually, is it 2? Yeah, silver and the green. And I'm going to show you how that cuts out. So, but if you want to put a sentiment here, this is what you have to do. First, you have to size it appropriately. And this one is sized correctly. It's 7 with a width of 10, well, 9.99. So that's close enough. And that's going to fit in a regular 5 by 7 envelope. But if we want to put a sentiment here, we do have to ungroup it. And we're not going to flip it like we did earlier in the week because there is this piece here in the middle that we are going to use for the sentiment, right? And that's going to be the inside piece. That's where I'm going to put the sentiment. So to put a sentiment in there, remember, we're going to go over to the left and do under T or text. We're going to open a text box and we can say, hope you have wonderful holiday season. Something like that, okay? And when you do this as a text box, it's originally, when the first time you do it, it comes up, it's a cut file. So we want it to be a writing file, and we also need for it to fit in here. Clearly this does not fit in here. So first we want to go up and change it to writing, which is up here. This font is called Cricut Sans. I use it all the time, but you can go here and choose font and look for a different font. There's one that I really like. It's called Four Seasons, F-O-U-R, Four Season Home Decor. It looks really good. And when it's in writing, I think it looks really nice. But then, so to change it to a writing style or drawn image, you would pull down this box and switch it to writing. Oh, but that does not look good to me. In fact, it looks kind of messed up. So we're going to have to choose something else because that does not look good. So let's try something else. What's the other one that I like to use? Is it this one? Yeah, this one here. It's all capitals and I like it. So anyway, this is called algebra, I can't see without my glasses. Algebra. I think it's algebra. Okay, so I've switched it to this writing style, but it's still too big, right? So we need it to fit to the inside of the card. So let's try first like resizing it. I did that using these little handles here, can make it bigger or smaller. But if I wanted to also, inside of my cards, I love it being centered. So I want to do that too. And that's under alignment. So we're going to choose alignment and we're going to choose center, and it's starting to shape up and I'm kind of liking the way that it looks. I'm finding a place where I want to put it and maybe a tiny bit smaller, and you can fiddle a long time with these and you can do a lot of different things up here. We went over that before, so I don't want to get too deep into that, but there's places that you can curve the text and you can change the size of the lettering. The size, it's called kerning, and it's changing the amount of space between letters and the amount of space between lines. And so there's a whole bunch to learn there, but there's a great video on that I think it was like a week ago. So for right now, I've got my little saying, but it's not, as you can see, it is not attached to my card. So I need to attach it to my card. So I have to select it and move it to where I want it. And then I'm going to select the entire thing, and then I'm going down here to attach. When I do that, you'll see now it's on my card. Now, you might say, just as sort of a thought process here, you might say, but you're writing on the wrong side of the card because of the way that it sort of unpacked. But we can fold the card this way, so that way it becomes in the inside. So let's go ahead and make this. I'm going to bring you over. Well, I have to change. Oh, wait a second. I got another one of those. See right here? There's like a little caution sign with an exclamation. That's when there's something wrong with the project. So it won't let you go further. And usually when I get those, there's one of two reasons. One is that the drawing needs to be refined. What I use for drawing needs to be refined. Or the second one is I'm trying to cut something on the joy and the size is wrong. So in this particular case, it's it's for drawing because I can see it over here. It says draw. So how do I fix that? I'm going to come up here on the left-hand side at the very top, and you'll see that there is like a question mark there. That's what needs to be fixed. So if you click on it, here you're doing draw, and then click right next to it, and you just have to choose a color. It can be any color, but basically it hasn't assigned a color to that drawing implement, and it needs it. So that's, I'm going to choose black here, and it should resolve the issue, and it does. So let's go ahead and cut this out. And as you can see, it comes out on four different mats because there's 4 different colors. The white, the outside part, has both cutting and writing. It also has scoring. And remember, when we do this, scoring will go first, then the writing, and then the cutting. Now, here's a little insider tip. I usually make 2 at a time of these, and the reason is for saving paper. Even though this is going to take one piece of 8.5 by 11, as is this, these 2 middle pieces, it's just going to be a little section of the 8.5 by 11 inch card. And so why not cut 2 out, which is what I did here for this one, is I cut out 2 because 2 fits perfectly on an 8.5 by 11 inch. So if you want to save paper in the long run, cut out 2 at the same time. So you just do that by changing the project to here. And then you'll see it will create an extra mat for the white and an extra mat for the pink. But then when you get to the silver part, you have 2 pieces on one sheet. So you can save a little bit of paper in the long run. And you know, this is such a pretty card that you might be wanting to make more than one anyway. So this is a way that you can save a little bit of paper. So it's just a little trick that I do. So let's see. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the screen. My maker. And just so you know, I have some joy projects here tonight, and I have some Maker Explore projects. I wanted to include everyone, but I am cutting out on the Maker tonight just simply because I have to figure out a way to put my joy over here too, because it's on the other side of my desk. So you made 2. Okay, good, Dorothy. Wonderful. So you know that trick. So I'm going to move you over here, and I'm just picking out, well, maybe I shouldn't move you just yet. Let me show you. Here, we've got our materials. Now, these are my favorites, but if you don't have this in favorites, I usually cut medium cardstock. If you don't have a favorites picked out, or you don't have this particular favorite, which is the medium cardstock, you can go to Browse All Materials, and you can look at the materials for your choices, and these are cardstock, and this is how you favorite them. A favorite has a little star. You can have, like, I think it's up to 10 favorites, and one of my favorites is medium cardstock. I just cut with it all the time, so I'm going to do that. The other thing I want to point out is that because I have a Maker, it automatically assumes that I want to put in my scoring wheel for doing the scoring, but what I do usually is I don't use my scoring wheel for cards. And what I use is this. It's a scoring stylus. This is what this looks like. This also works in all the Explore machines, and you can change it even if you have a Maker and it's suggesting that you use the scoring wheel. You can change it to the scoring stylus. I don't advise it if you're doing something like rosettes that require a ton of scoring, but it's fine for doing cards. So here's how you change it. We go to Edit Tools, and instead of the single scoring wheel, I'm going to choose the scoring stylus. Again, this is just for the Maker. So if you have a Maker and you want to use the stylus instead of the scoring wheel, but if you have an Explore, you would be asked to use this. Okay. So now I'm going to move us over so you can see how this part works. I hope it goes over okay. All right. So I have my scoring stylus, and let me get a mat. So the first page of this, I'm going to be using, this is the first page, so I need to get a silver pen. And this is actually a marker, so it does that very thick writing on here. But if you didn't like the thick writing, you could use like a black or even a thinner. This is, I think, 1.0. It's 1.0 and it's a marker. I had another one that said 1.0, but Benji ate it. So so there's that. So first I'm going to do the scoring, and then I'm going to do the writing. So I need to get a piece of white paper, and this is 8.5 by 11. Because it's perfect for doing cards, and I'm orienting it this way. Okay, sometimes you have to orient it this way, but this one here, it's this way. And so I'm going to put it in my machine, and I'm going to put my scoring stylus in. Now, whenever you're using the A clamp, whether it's for writing or if it's for using the scoring stylus, you always have to support the clamp when you put it in. Yeah, Benji, oh my gosh, he eats everything. Let me tell you, everything. So, so when you do this, you put it in there, but you have to click it in, and you'll see there's even like a little arrow there. So, but you have to support this clamp, and I usually do it like this. I sort of support it, and then I click it in and close the clamp, and I'm ready to oh really, April? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, because it's really a fun tool. Oh yeah, Amazon might work. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna hit go because it's gonna do the scoring first. Once it finishes up the scoring, it's going to stop and tell me to put in the pen. Because again, so it goes scoring, writing, and then cutting. So it's doing the scoring. It's going to tell me on my screen, which you can't really see, to put in the pen. So I'm going to take this out and put in my pen. Whoop. And again, I'm going to hold it and click it. Now, this is different if you have a Joy. Remember, Joy is a little different. You don't have to hold that clamp. But with this one you do. It's plastic, and it's a little fragile. If you take a really good look at it, it has a couple of screws in there to keep it to hold it together. And remember what I told you about clamp A. It doesn't, the machine Design Space doesn't know that there's anything in there. So if you forget to switch out your tools, or you don't put the pen in correctly, it will pretend to be writing and nothing will happen. So that's important to know. That's going to happen. So while I'm letting it do that, and then it will start cutting, I have to make sure I get my other pieces of paper together. I already cut out a silver one, so I don't need to show you that one. But now it's done writing, and I'm going to allow it to do the cutting. And it's starting to do the cutting, and it's going to start to look really cool. I'm going to show you how this goes together as well. So I already did the silver piece, so I'm not going to make two tonight. We'll just make one, and I already have that silver piece cut out. So I'm just going to go straight to the green and then the pink with the insert part. Okay, and the last thing it's doing is just cutting out around the card. And that's what I mean about the 8.5 by 11. Now, I get my 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock from Michaels. It's like the cheapest, and it cuts really, really well. So if you have a Michaels nearby, oh, okay. Yeah, the stylus really shouldn't cost a whole lot of money. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the green while I show you how it's cut out. Oh, Benji's here to say hello. Are you here to say hello? Yes, he is. Okay. So get the green going, and the green is just a regular cut. So this is our done page. We're going to just peel off the edge around it. And remember, when you're taking it off the mat, especially if it's a new mat, and I got a new mat, you want to make sure that you are bending the mat and you're not bending the project. You're not like lifting the project like this. You're bending the mat. The mat is designed that way. So it leaves these pieces there, and there is our cutout piece. And you'll see here, there is our score right there. So that's our first. No, Kathy, you didn't miss it. Nice to see you, Kathy. So I'm going to just clean off my mat and get it ready for the pink piece. And it is done with the green piece. And you notice I left my pen in there. I do that all the time. So there is no pen mark on the green. But there is scoring and pen on the pink, the inside card. So we're going to have to take this card out and put our scoring in again. And hit go. And I'm going to put the cover in. I'll make sure Banji doesn't get my last silver piece. So the way that this cuts out is like, here's the green, and it's got 3 cutouts, and that is so that, I just think that's so ingenious. Now I need to put in what? The midnight pen. It's a black pen. That's for the inside. So we're going to do that. What I really like about these particular cards is that they're kind of like layers. So here is the green layer, and here is the silver layer, like this. And then the pink layer will color in the others here. Okay? I'm not doing it super right, but Maria. Oh, you have an extra one of the scoring wheels. Oh, yeah, the scoring styluses. Yeah. I probably have an extra one around here too. So if you really were at that desperate need, I can look and see what I've got hanging around. So as it finishes up the drawing for the pink one, we'll go and look at how this goes together. I'll move you so you can see how it goes together. Here's another example of a card. I think this is from, yeah, it is from the Rob and Bob. This is a little simpler. I didn't put a sentiment in there, but I wanted to show you that this isn't the only card that they have that uses this technique of cutouts. So basically you cut out the red and you sandwich it in between the white and the green. So this one's a little easier. It's not as many layers. The one we're doing has 4 layers. And then to get a little bit even trickier, we have one of Anna's, because she always has to gild the lily. And hers has, how many layers? It has the white, the red, and then another red and 2 greens. So that is a really intricate one. And we're going to do that, but that's a layered card. It's very similar to what we're doing. So the technique is the same. Okay. Now it's done with writing, and it's going to cut it out. And so now I'm going to move you. Let me. What's a funny saying? Merry and bright? Oh, gilding the lily. Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorites. Very old. Gilding the lily, because lilies are just beautiful in and of themselves. So here is my inside of my card, and see, here is the scoring. So we're going to just fold it like this, and I'm going to move you so you can see how this goes together. Okay, move you down here and see my messy desktop. Okay, so here we got the silver, and we got the the green, and then we have the pink. So we're going to put the silver on first. And it has these little, like the filaments from the old-fashioned bulbs, and you don't actually glue them in place until later. So we're just going to do around here to put this in place. And I gotta make sure my glue is working. Okay, here we go. So I'm doing a glue around the edges, and I'll probably do it around this, and I don't have you in camera, so let me move you. Okay, here we go. So I'm just doing glue like this, and then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to, I know, can you see me now, Emmy? So I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to line up that silver piece so that you can't see any white. See that? So you can't see any white. So then you'll see this is the silver with the silver piece. Okay, good. Then comes the green, and the green goes on like this. So there are 3 cutouts on the green, but 2 are not cut out. So we have 5. So we're going to, now this is where your filaments, whoop, where did it go? Okay, here. Here you go, Rita. Messing up again. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put our glue just a little bit. We don't use a lot of glue, especially with these layered cards, because you don't want it to come all squishing out, because that just, ew, is yuck. All right, so I'm putting this on. I don't want to see any other color except for these little filaments. Okay. And then comes my pink. Now this is where I would probably just put a little tiny dab of glue, not a lot, on those filaments to hold them in place, because, you know, when you send the card or whatever, they don't like get bent. Okay? Might have to do the other 2 in the front because I was talking. Okay, so then we're going to line that up, and you see how I'm lining it up so that I can still fold it. Okay, and I don't glue the back. I don't glue the back, is because it looks more professional, but also it makes it harder to close. And that is it. That is our card. You can do these and make quite a few of them. And again, you probably want to go and make sure that all those filaments are down just by putting little droplets of glue there. And that's it. Isn't that cute? They're so much fun. Remember, they're part of the Rob and Bob collection, or the best of Rob and Bob. You can find it in the image search when you go to image set. Okay, so that's fun, and you can do 2 at a time. And you know, if you have a lot of people on your list, you could just sit and make 2 at a time and then put them all together. You know, maybe like a fun little project that you do with somebody else. Okay, so let's talk about this more intense kind of layered card. So this is from, hi Angie. Hi, welcome. So this is from Anna Griffin, and what I want to talk about here is about the sentiment. What people find kind of funny is that there are some beautiful sentiments already. I mean, people look at this and they're like, how did you do that? How did you make those little flourishes and everything? Well, I didn't do anything, and I'm going to show you the trick on how to do this, okay? And let me just move you back up to see my screen. All right. Okay, so let's get done with this. Yeah. And we're going to start all new. So we're going to save this. I already have it named, but so we're going to save it. So let's start new. And distracted here. Okay. So let's start new, and I want to show you these Anna Griffin cards because they are really, really impressive, and also about the sentiments, because there's a whole lot of sentiments that are available to use. So we're going to go to images again, like where we always go. We're going to images, and then we're going to choose image sets, okay? And under image sets, we're going to type in the name Anna, A-N-N-A, for Anna Griffin. We've done this a couple of times before, and she has over 40 different image sets. And this is where the holiday ornaments, this is where I got these fun holiday ornaments. We'll come back here, and you'll see, as you scroll along, you'll see that she has a number of card sets. This one here is one of my favorites, called Christmas Kitsch. Really cute, some great Santas, some great snowmen, and things like that. But the ones we're looking at are called lovely layered cards, and there are 2 of them. Here's one, Anna's lovely layered cards, and then also there is I don't know why they're not next to each other, but they are. This is a Christmas one. This is layered cards 2, which I think is where I got the candy cane, but we can just check. And if it's not there, it's under the Christmas cards. So let me see. No, this one has the baubles, which I really like too. And you see, as it's peppered into the cards are all of these little sentiments that you can just grab and put in your cards, which is just fabulous. So I think it was in the Christmas cards, which I'm always passing them. Let me see. Christmas greetings, a lot of Christmas stuff here. So definitely want to spend some time here and look at these things, in addition to all the other fantastic stuff she has. And okay, so here's Christmas cards. And she actually has 2 Christmas cards. So here's the second Christmas card. This is where I got the candy cane, okay? So here is Anna's Christmas cards and embellishments 2, okay? And there's just a ton of stuff here, including a lot of drawn images. If you're somebody who likes to watercolor, you could do a drawn image, or color. You could do a drawn image on the card, but this is the one that we want. It's a beautiful poinsettia. Okay, here it is. So there is our this one, our candy cane one, and you notice that also peppered in with this group is a bunch of sentiments, and this is how you do it. You're going to have to just go through and make a decision, and it's hard to make a decision, I'll be honest, because there are a lot of really good ones, and you don't have to limit yourself to the ones in that cartridge. You could go to a different cartridge or image set like this. And even though we still have that candy cane one there, we can go to, let's say, the Christmas card 1, like the first one, because maybe there are some really great sentiments there, and I know there are. So here we go. And okay, so happy Christmas to you, wishing you, look at this one, wishing you a Merry Christmas. So let's grab that one. And so now we have a card and a sentiment. I'm going to show you how to put it on. Okay, so bring it back to your empty or your blank canvas. And you know, I'd never make my own envelopes, but it does come in with an envelope, and it does come in the wrong size. So if you want to do the envelope, you would have to size it proportionately. I usually just dismiss with the envelope, so I just ungroup it, and then her envelope's usually 2 pieces. So ungroup it, and then I regroup it because I want to keep it all together. And I need to, I always do her cards 5 by 7, so that means that I have to have the width be 10. Okay, so now it's starting to look like the size that I'm going to make. So we're going to ungroup it now that all of the layers are the right size. Now this is a top layer, and as I mentioned, there's a red layer, this green layer, and another green layer, and then this green layer, which actually I turned into red for this one, but you know, you can do whatever you want. But I have also done this one of these green layers in gold. It looked fabulous, but I was in a hurry. I didn't find my gold. So, all right. So this, we wanted to peel down all these layers because we want for this sentiment to be on the card, right? And so all you need to do is first you need to put it in the front so you can see what you're doing. And I'm doing that here at arrange, and I'm saying move to front. And then magically it's in the front. Now this card is really dark, so you can't really see. So I'm going to change the color of this card because I want it to be easier to see. Okay, there we go. So I'm changing the color of this card. And I want to make sure that this becomes a score line. This is a score line. It's not a cut line. Okay. So that's a score line. Okay, so here's my sentiment. It's too big. Now we just have to resize it to whatever. Maybe that's a little, maybe that's right. Maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger or smaller. You decide. I usually put it in the top, but I leave space at the top and bigger space at the bottom. So here we go. And then once we have it the way we want it to look, we're going to just select all of it, and we're going to choose attach down here. So it's attach. Okay. And now it moves around, and I know that the sentiment is in there. Now to save time, I did cut this out ahead of time so that you could see what assembly looks like. Okay. So I did cut it ahead of time. So I have all of these pieces. So I'm going to have to move you again and, show you how this goes together. Maybe not even gluing it, but so here is our top layer. Now one of the things that I want to I'll move you down here. Okay, one of the things I want to caution you on, when you cut out something this intricate, you need to use a special setting for, at least I have found I needed to use a special setting. It's in the custom setting area, and it's called Cardstock for intricate cuts, because there's a lot of up and down movement here with your card. It's usually only on this top layer, because this is the most intricate of the layers. And one of the things also you'll notice is that it comes really close to where the score line is. So what I tend to do, if I can show you, is I use the edge of my desk and I line up the score. I don't know if it's going to be in camera. Let me just move you. I line up where the score line is. I'm going to have to just demonstrate it, but I put it on the edge of my desk like that to give it the score first. You have to be real careful because it's very intricate, right? And then I turn it the other way because it gets very thick with all these layers. Okay, so I turn it the other way and make sure I score it this way. And you can use something like a bone folder or something to make that score really sharp, that crease really, really sharp. This is a regular blade, Lola. Lola's asking what blade do you use? It's just a regular blade, the one that you have in there in your machine already. But I would definitely get that custom setting down, which is, again, cardstock for intricate cuts. So in this particular case, I've got 2 greens and I've got this red. So this goes together. I'm not going to glue it, but just to kind of give you an idea. So we're going to put it like this. And when you put it on, make sure you don't see any white peeking out. It really needs to be on there like that for this effect to work, okay? Then comes the next layer, the one that has the next amount of, how do I say that? The next least amount of cuts. The next layer. And then it would go like this. And then the last layer is the green, and all the time you're putting the glue in between. And then here's our inside layer like this, but it's really thick. I think it's really thick and it's cool because it really feels professional, but you do have to make sure that you're getting all of these little things, especially on the front, that are down with the glue. So you need to be very careful about the glue amount of glue that you're using, but you need to make sure, especially these things like where the bows are and where these leaves kind of stick out, you're going to need to glue it. And then don't glue that back on there because it just feels, I think, a little more professional. And that's how it looks with, yeah, I like the thick too, right? Let's see. I don't think on the, so Jude is asking if the intricate cardstock setting is on the Joy. I don't think it is, but I don't think you're going to need it either for the Joy. And by the way, if you wanted to create this card on the Joy, you can resize it. You won't be able to do the scoring, but that's okay because you can use a scoring board for that. But you can actually cut off the back of this card and just, you know, do this one with the card mat. You can cut off the back of this card so that you only have these pieces here too. So that's another tip when you're working with the Joy. Okay. So that is Anna Griffin, and there are a lot of them. And they're called Lovely Layered Cards. She has both Christmas and just regular everyday. She has sympathy cards. I think there's some Halloween ones in there too. Just a lot of really beautiful cards. You tried the spray. Oh, so Maria tried something called a spray glue, which I think is a great idea, but maybe you can kind of play around with it. I still use my regular glue to put them together, and they come out okay, but it does take some practice. So just so that you know. Okay, let's move on to tags. This is one of a group of tags that I love, love, love. This is a perfect project for the Joy. And it is, let me see if I can't find my project, but this is a perfect project for the Joy. There's a Hanukkah one in there. There's a Season's Greetings, which is one that I want to cut for you tonight. And then there's this one. There are a lot of them, so I want to show you where to find them. Yes, definitely don't glue the back, Tara. I just think it feels more professional looking too. So here are these gift tags. I named them contemporary gift tags, but I'm going to show you where to find them. And it's, I think it's called Draw and Cut Christmas or Draw and Cut Holiday Cards. So there's quite a few. Like I said, there's the Season's Greeting one, this Peace on Earth. This is cute, the little bauble. And I love this Hanukkah one, and it would make a great thing to cut out a bunch of them. So if you give your child, like if you do the 8 nights of gifts, this would be perfect to sort of put on the gifts. And let me show you where to get them. So we're going to go over here to images again. Okay, and we're going to go to image sets. We actually were here a couple of days ago, I think, when we were doing the gift tags. I typed in the word draw, and these are all image sets that use the drawing element of the machine, the drawing part of the machine. And here is the grouping. There's Draw and Cut Holiday Tags. Here it is. And they break them down so you can use different elements of it, you know, so there's all the little elements. So if you like the writing that says Season's Greeting, then you can just sort of grab that and put it in a card. But these are the tags. So here's this one, Season's Greetings. Here's that Merry and Bright one, Peace on Earth. There's the Merry Christmas. And this one is just a little cute little tree. So there's where you would do that. You just click on it and move it into your canvas. Now, it comes in small. I like my gift tags huge. I don't know, I write big, so I always resize them. But this comes in supremely small. I don't know why. But I tend to size them at about, I think it's about 5 inches wide. Is it 5 inches wide? Oh, high. I do 5 inches high. So that's, you know, you can do it any way you like, obviously, but I like them really big. So let's see. I'm going to show you how this one here, the Hanukkah one, cuts. And I'm also going to show you a little trick about the Hanukkah one, or about all of them, actually. So let me just get rid of these ones. Now let's just do the Hanukkah one. So the Hanukkah one consists of three colors with, let's see, it's white and 2 colors of blue plus a yellow pen to do this, to do the flames. And so when we hit make it, these are the most perfect things to make multiples of. So usually when I do these tags, I usually make 4 at a time. So you can just go up here and change the project copies to 4, either using the arrows or typing in the number, and then you hit apply. And what you will find is, you might have to move them over, but what you find is that 4 of these stacked like this is perfect for the size for 8.5 by 11 inch paper. So you can get a lot of these done ahead of time and not have to worry about gift tags when Christmas comes or Hanukkah comes. So here I've got my 3 colors, and we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And that middle screen that we looked at, that's where you can play around where things go on your mat, okay? So in this case, you could still edit it. I could still move it around when I'm in the materials screen, but the best place to do it is in that preview screen, okay? So I'm going to choose medium cardstock, and I need to load the yellow pen into my card. Now this time I'm going to orient the paper this way on my mat. See, you don't need to have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You can use this 8.5 by 11 and still get a lot done, right? So I'm going to put in my candy corn. That's the name of this pen. It's a medium. Now I found with this particular tag, oh, you did. Okay, Peggy, I'm so sorry that you had poison oak. So what I found was this pan is a 1.0 pan. Let's see if I can get it in view. Hope I'm not losing too much light. But this one here is a 0.4. It doesn't make, see, the tips are different. I don't know if it, like that. It looks, but anyway, so this tip is really, really fine, and this one's a little fatter. So I'm going to use that for my candle, the flames. Okay, I'm going to move you over here. Oh yeah, I'm a huge paper freak. And I like the other stuff, but I just feel more comfortable with paper. Okay. And it is easy, Lola. When you get, be doing it a while, it is easy. So here I've got my yellow, my candy corn, in there, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the go button. And what it's going to do is write those little candle flames on there, and then we'll get our other 2 colors ready, which are just this is a very simple draw and cut one, but the other ones are a little bit more detailed. And you know what? And I think what I'll do is maybe on Monday I will do just these tags, because and I'm going to do them on the joy so you can see how they look with the joy, because this is a great project for the joy too. So I don't want people to feel left out, but this is a great project for the joy, and you could probably squeeze at least 2, depending on how you sized it, 2 on a mat. Maybe you size it a little bit, like a 4-inch tag, maybe. All right. So let's see, what else did I have to show you? I want to show you where you find those holiday ornaments too. I am losing a little bit of light, and we're coming up on 8 o'clock. So, here's what we'll do as we're getting this done. For those of you that have stayed here during the broadcast, yay! We're going to do a giveaway. Let's do this. Let's see who has a birthday closest to December 25th. So write down, or everybody tell me what your birthday is. Not the year, but the birthday. So, and we'll find the person that is closest to December 25th. Okay. So you take while I'm cutting this out, you go ahead and list. Oh, that's close. Kristen's November 12th. That's pretty close. Oh my gosh, Emmy, really? December 26th. Tara, May 14th. Bren, October 21st. You're close to Christmas in July, Rosemary. Susan is March 9th. Cheryl is June 14th. I think Emmy's going to win this, but anybody else? December 9th. Lola is August 1st. Oh, coming up. Nancy, November 1st. That's good. September 9th. Okay. Shh, puppies. All right, keep writing. Anybody else close to December 25th? That will just be our first one. We're going to do another one. Okay, so just so you can see, it did the white layer, and it did our little yellow for the flames. October. So I think this one is going to go to Emmy, November 30th, unless somebody can top it by saying December 25th is your birthday. Then Emmy came in at December 26th, right? All right, so let's see. What do we do the next one at? The next one, let's see. Tell me the name of the city or town that you live in, and I'll pick 2 winners at the most unique sounding city or town. Congratulations, Emmy. Yes, congratulations. So the next one is, tell me where you live, and I'm going to pick the name of the city or town that I think is really interesting. Kathy, you got August 14th. Congratulations. So give me the name Pelham. Kristen, are you in New Hampshire? Yes, you are, right? Livonia? That is an interesting. Scottsburg? That's also interesting. I love that Livonia. I'm sorry. St. Thomas. Upper Marlborough. Sarasota. So meanwhile, I'm also doing these 3. The second and the third page of this tag. Let's see. Harvey, that's interesting. Oh, Mountain Home, Idaho. That's lovely. No, Kristen. Oh, that's in Alabama. Pelham is in Alabama. Allen Park. Eagle Lake. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, Grapevine. That's neat. Grand Blanc. Is that how you pronounce it, Christine? Grand Blanc. Scripps Ranch. That's interesting. Ina. Oh, Ina's getting a prize. Because you know why, Ina? You also have my mother's name at Scripps Ranch. You have my mother's name. So you're going to get a prize. And let's see who else we've got here. Falls Church. That sounds interesting. My city is Komoka? It is? Stanfordville. There are no mountains? Interesting. You guys are so interesting. All right, so Ina is getting a prize. I'm going to pick, how many did I do already? That would be 2. So let's do, there was another one that I really liked. Livonia. Susan Sharp, you're going to win a prize tonight. Okay, so we've got Emmy, Susan, and Ina have won prizes, and you won, basically, it's a $50 gift pack courtesy of Cricut, and it is Infeasible ink, blanks, the new blanks, and Infeasible ink transfer sheets. But you know what you have to do, ladies, right, is you have to send me an email whenever, today or tomorrow. Send me an email at Miss Rita to the Rescue at gmail.com, and it's Miss M-I-S-S Rita to the Rescue at gmail.com, and you're going to send me your full name and your full address, your like shipping address. So if you have a PO box but also shipping, send me the shipping address, and I will acknowledge that I received your email so that you'll know. But I won't be putting these in for another week or so. So and I heard that the shipping is really improved at Cricut. So I think once you get it, it will only be like a week after I put it in. But expect that it's going to take a couple of weeks, okay? But it's a fun prize. I think you're going to really, really love it. And I'm going to show you how. I'm almost done cutting our gift tags for Hanukkah. And then I want to show you where to find those holiday ornaments. And I don't know if we're going to have time to cut it, but I just love this one. It's a snowflake, and it has like this here. It's like 3D, but I also like this one here, which is, it's flat. So you can, store it flat, but it's very dimensional. And that's an Anna Griffin. There's so many, and I'm going to show you where to find them. Oh, and this one here is nice too. It's like these different layers, and then what you do is you fan them out like this. So that's kind of cool. So, okay. So congratulations, ladies, for winning. Yay! And let me show you how to put these together. Pretty simple. And again, like I said, you can make more than one of these and get all your gift tags made before the holidays arrive. And won't you feel good about that? And you won't have to use those silly little paper gift tags that, ugh. Okay, so it's basically this layer goes on here, and then we simply take this and put it like that. And this goes on here, the Star of David. Isn't that adorable? And there are so many of these wonderful gift tags that I think I will just do gift tags for Christmas on Monday. Not Christmas, for the holidays on Monday. So let me show you the last thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to find some of these ornaments. And maybe what we can do, since I didn't have a whole lot of time to spend on the ornaments, I can do maybe Tuesday. We'll do the ornaments as part of the show. So Monday we'll do the gift tags, including this little guy, and Tuesday we'll do the ornaments. But let me show you where, if you have the time tomorrow, let me show you where you'd find it. So we're going to go again to images. And let's choose our image sets, because that's what I like. And then we're going to type in Anna again, because these are Anna's. And remember, all of Anna's stuff is free to use if you are an Access customer. That is a recent development as of, I think it was December of last year. So take advantage of it because there's really just a lot there. I mean, a lot. So actually she has 2 cartridges or image sets that are just ornaments or just like nice, pretty things to hang anywhere, really. One is called Home Decor right here. Anna's Holiday Home Decor, and it includes rosettes and a bunch of different things. But this one here is kind of my favorite of the 2. Where is it? Here, Anna's Holiday Ornaments. And when you click on there, you'll see that when they're showing you a 3D, they try to show you it that it's 3D. So this one here is actually a house that you can cut out. I've done this one. It's such a cute little angel. So easy. You go die with how easy it is. But then also here, this one's beautiful, very intricate. That has a bird hanging from a wreath on the inside. I've done these trees. They're really very beautiful. I know somebody did this star. Or they might have done a 5-pointed star. I've done these cones. They're a little bit tricky to put together, so we'll focus on them. And here is that one that I showed you earlier. So this one is this one here. You kind of can't see that it's 3D, but so I'm going to bring it in so you can see what it looks like. So the way this works, see how it's this piece is the main piece, and then you've got 2 rows of little snowflakes, I guess, and they're attached to each other like this, see? And then you just fold them and glue them and put them on either side of the snowflake. Isn't that adorable? Let's go back and I'll show you how this one works. Oops, somebody's in trouble or something's going on. Okay, so this one here, this one's so simple to make. It's simply 2 pieces, 2 cutouts. Let me show you how it goes together. If I can take it off without ripping it. So it's 2 cutouts like this, and at the bottom there are these slits. See that? And at the top there are these tiny slits. So the way that it goes together is you just take the bottom and you're going to very gently get, one has a slit at the top, the other has a slit at the bottom, so that it's in there and it's on the same level. And then at the top, oh come on, am I doing this right? Yeah. Then at the top, you're going to bend it so that it goes into these tiny slits here at the top, like this. Hold on, I have to hold it close to my head. I'm getting silly now. Okay, all right. Like this. So then you can fold this, you can cut them out. And this would make a nice little like gift ornament, like you can put on a package. I'm just trying to get the, okay. And then when you're ready to hang it on a tree or put it on like a gift or something, it folds out like this. And it's just, I don't know. It's so clever and cute that I really like it. So we'll do these on Tuesday, okay? So I think that is date night for tonight. I know I kind of rushed through everything. I hope everybody enjoyed yourselves. And if you are watching this on the replay, thank you. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, and don't forget to join me on Monday or Tuesday. And if you can't catch them because you're working or something, then you can watch the replays. And they're always available on my YouTube page. Thank you so much. Ladies that won, make sure you're sending me that email, Miss Rita to the rescue @gmail.com. And congratulations. I think we have 1 or 2 more giveaways to go for the month. So if you haven't won anything, then don't despair. There's lots of opportunities, and we do this every month. And let's see, my name's Rita. This is my channel, Miss Rita to the Rescue. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm glad that you're excited for Christmas, and especially if you're in a hot environment like we are right now. Okay, thanks everyone. We'll see you again on Monday, where we'll go do another great Cricut craft. And you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and be well, and just know that you're very much appreciated and loved. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.